That is way too sexy to be sitting on this junkyard block. But if a redneck like me can figure this out, you can too. Let's talk about this. This is not going to be a how-to video. This is just going to be a reality check on how simple this really actually is. Let's do an intro like all those other YouTubers. What if I told you for free you could go from a cereal box to a copper head gasket from SendCutSend? Alright, let's face some reality. Nothing in this world is free. Is the cereal box free? Yes. But that's the usual general YouTuber lie. That cereal box got cut by this laser cutter here. And we're going to go from a gasket to a 3D printer to SendCutSend, or a gasket to a laser cutter to SendCutSend. This is not a tutorial. This is a, if you want to do your research and learn, you can do this too. Alright, let's talk the first round. So, first thing you do is you need to learn how to use Onshape, which is a free service online. You can create a free account. You take your actual real gasket and you learn how to import an image into Onshape, and you dimension that image and you trace everything out. Which is why this right here looks like a kid's cartoon. That's legitimately what I did. Was I took a picture with the camera that I'm currently using to film this video, imported it into Onshape, and created this 3D print file. I 3D printed it, I stuffed it on an engine, made sure that it fit, and I sent the file off to SendCutSend. On a side note, if you have a scanner for your computer, or you can borrow a scanner for your computer, you can scan the gasket in as a one-to-one file scan, dimension it in Onshape, and then be able to export as the file for SendCutSend. So we went from gasket, free Onshape, 3D printer to confirm, copper head gasket at half the price of what they usually are. Okay, so now let's set the 3D printer aside. Here's the other reason a 3D printer is the better option for this idea, just as a side note. SendCutSend openly advertises the thickness of every single thing that you can potentially cut. See, like this is thicker. And SendCutSend advertises it so that way, if you do something like this, I can tell my 3D printer to print that gasket at whatever millimeter height I want it to be. So these two are pretty much the same exact thickness for me to be able to test them and see if it fits. Because I wanted to be able to make sure I could get better compression with SendCutSend's gasket than I do with the regular gasket, plus not deal with the blowout that these are notorious for. Now, this is the next step, and we did find a problem with going from Onshape free to being able to laser cut, but that ended up actually working out. So what we ended up figuring out was that we could scan this in, we could create it with Onshape, we could export it, we could import into Inkscape. From Inkscape, you can export an SVG file, and an SVG file you can print on your laser. Now, there's a quibble that we've run into here, and I'll explain it with this one down here. So, if I take this original gasket and I go to slide it on, it works perfectly fine. I take this 3D printed version and I go to slide it on, it works perfectly fine. I take this and I go to slide it on, it works perfectly fine. I go to put this on, and I ran into a problem that was me not understanding the way that it gets cut. So, here's the difference. If I have a laser cutter sitting on my desk, cut this. The laser cutter cuts the line. SendCutSend cuts the inside of the line. So what ended up happening, if we come over here, this is a Duramax 440 big block head. They're known in the aftermarket to have slightly different stud setup for the exhaust. It's very close to a GX390, but it's off by just a tiny little bit. So if we sit here and we grab the original gasket fits. We grab the laser cut testing cardboard gasket and we slide it on and it fits. So now we take the file that we created this laser cut gasket with and we send it off to SendCutSend, and it doesn't fit without filing that edge and that edge. And that was not SendCutSend's fault. That was because this laser cutter cuts the line. SendCutSend cuts the inside of the part being removed. So therefore, if you take and you put calipers across this, and you put calipers across this, they're off by 1/2 millimeter. But after rat filing it just a little bit, we now have custom. I also wanted to include this little bit. So if you have a laser like this, even if it's not a high power laser, this is just a 10 watt monkey around with really El Cheapo unit. But if you look at this, that is permanent marker. That is the file that I originally created from this. What I did was I laid out that so that the laser would punch the hole, made sure that I kept the machine centered, placed the washer over the top of that with the permanent marker on it, and blasted some lines on there for me to make my own exhaust flange out of just a regular washer from Tractor Supply. And we've confirmed also that you can do it with copper. It does not show up as good, but there's my Duramax copper gasket that I haven't made yet, but obviously that's where I'm going with that. And that's my point. This is not a how-to video. This is a you can do it video, but it's going to take some learning. The first thing is you got to teach yourself how to import the photo into Onshape. It's free. All you got to do is learn how to use it. From Onshape, you need to learn how to export a DXF file. That literally is a matter of just right-click on the item and export the file with the name that it's supposed to be. If you want to use the laser in order to be able to do it, you need to use Inkscape in order to convert it over to an SVG file. The moment you have an SVG file, you can verify it on the laser, keeping in mind that the laser cuts the line, not inside of the line. At that point, you already have your DXF file that SendCutSend wants. So once you verify it on the laser with a piece of cereal box, you can send it off to them in order to get it ordered. That's my rundown on this, and I hope it helps people with being less scared of using SendCutSend, because if a redneck like me can do it, you can do it too.